Today's video, we're talking about literally how you can figure out what's the best role for you. What niche is going to be the most profitable? If you're saying I don't need skills, how do I figure out what niche is going to be profitable? How do I know I'm going to even accelerate in that niche? So I'm literally going to be talking about a role that is going to take you to multiple six figures. Now, the first things first, you need to understand that being a virtual assistant, stepping into the virtual assistant role is just the very beginning. Being a virtual assistant is the stepping stone. It's the first step to get your foot into online space because you get to do a little bit of everything. You get to dabble into two main categories. We have the administrative side and then we have the social media management side. Tasks that you will be doing inside your administrative are pretty much obvious: copywriting, email management, booking flights, booking hotels, and just the back end. And in the social media, content creation, there's editing videos, filming videos, there's TikTok, there's Instagram. You might not want to do social media. You can choose to only focus on one of these two. What I did when I first started, I dabbled into both to provide basic administrative tasks and basic social media management tasks. Posting and scheduling content, writing a little bit of copy, designing graphics, posts on Canva. I did dabble into Facebook and Pinterest as well. And I watched a lot of free YouTube videos because I didn't know what Pinterest was back then or how the platform works. So that is the first thing I needed to know, how the platform works. Same with Instagram. If you're new to Instagram and you feel like, okay, I've used Instagram just to post pictures for friends and family and never really created a business account before, I'm someone who didn't even have a personal account. So if I can do it, you can do it. You just need to understand the app a little bit. Again, there's the free resources here on YouTube. YouTube is literally your best friend if you are someone who wants to start from zero. Don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. First of all, I do not believe you need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to become a successful virtual assistant. Now, let's talk about the task a social media manager would do. Now, I've seen a lot of people quickly shift from being a VA to a social media manager, and then from a social media manager to focusing on one single platform. I've recently worked with somebody who quickly realized that she's really good at Pinterest, understanding the platform. Whatever service you choose to provide, you need to learn it, you need to master it. And that's what she did. When she decided that she's going to be providing interest management, she learned the app, the ins and outs, and she quickly realized that she's really good at that, understanding the app and helping her clients get the results. And she became really good at delivering results on Pinterest. So she shifted into being a Pinterest strategist. Again, did it happen overnight? No, but she didn't even realize she was going to become a Pinterest strategist till she started doing Pinterest and started learning about Pinterest and bringing results. That is just one thing a social media manager does. And you can already see what role might be perfect for you. Might not happen this fast. So let's look at other roles a social media manager could do. Copywriting. So many people again fall in love with copywriting because they kept a journal their whole life and they love to write and it comes naturally. So I've seen so many people started off as a virtual assistant and shifted off to be a copywriter. Other tasks a social media manager does is like video editing. So many people actually specialize in just video editing because again, they fell in love with it. Also, web designers that started off as a virtual assistant because they're designing graphics within their social media management packages and they fell in love with it. And now I know people that are charging $4,000 for 5 slides for their website. How? People are paying them because they're good. They got good. Were they good when they started? No. They started as a virtual assistant. They had no idea they were going to turn into a web designer. That's who a experienced web designer. That decision to become, that journey to become a web designer didn't happen overnight. Also didn't even happen because they had the skills. It happened because they acquired the skills. If you want to know what your perfect virtual assistant role is, what role is going to make you rich, you have to get into it. You have to do it. You're never going to know until you try it. So once you start learning about the platform, you start specializing in, it intrigues you and you're like, holy shit, I'm good. Like I'm so good at Pinterest, like able to bring more results for my clients on their Pinterest account compared to Instagram or TikTok. Same with Instagram. Maybe you can start focusing solely on Instagram because you didn't like Pinterest. You didn't like Facebook. You didn't like TikTok. Or maybe you enjoy TikTok more than Instagram and Pinterest. Learn more about TikTok, the app, on how to monetize it better, how to grow it so you deliver great results for your clients. And some people call themselves a TikTok strategist. Again, it's all about really trying these things to see what you enjoy and two, the results you bring for your clients. It's all about, can you deliver what you say you can deliver? To really figure out what you're good at is to look at the results you've been able to bring for your clients. Like for me, again, I started off as a general virtual assistant and I realized I'm really good at converting people in the DMs. I would start conversations and I would basically help my clients who were business coaches sign clients without getting on a sales call, just in the DMs. And I didn't even realize like how to do sales. But as I was doing it, I got better and better at it. And I actually loved doing it and I was good at it. And that's when I was like, okay, this is the role for me. So I became a DM virtual assistant. That came naturally to me. Did I know I was going to be a DM virtual assistant? No. So anything can happen for you. One thing I forgot to add while I'm editing is that you don't need to niche down. You don't need to turn into a specialist in order to make six figures. As you can already tell, there's so many opportunities for just one person, and you're never going to know what the perfect role for you is, what role is going to make you rich till you actually do it. That's why I preach about starting your online business as a virtual assistant, because you get to do a lot of things and really see, okay, what do I enjoy? Once you start, you will start to notice you're already taking things off. You're already removing certain tasks that you do for your client. Remember, it's not always just about what services your ideal clients need. People say it all the time, it's always about your clients, but sometimes it's about you too, because you will always find your clients, regardless of if you provide one service or you provide 3 to 4 services, you will find your clients. You will get clients. 200 million businesses just on Instagram. There's another 200 million on Facebook and TikTok now and Pinterest. So there's no way you're not going to find your ideal clients. There's no way you're not going to see results. Again, it's all about starting. That is the first step you need to take. If you haven't started, do you have a video you can watch here, how to start your virtual assistant business in just 30 days as a complete beginner. Now, let's say you did start and you have been dabbling into social media management and the administrative, and it's still very confusing because you feel like, okay, I did get a client or two, or maybe you haven't gotten any clients. So you're like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to change? Your approach. Your approach. So you need to really figure out, okay, what am I doing? What am I actually doing every single day? What actions am I taking every single day to get visible, to get my content, to get my business in front of my ideal clients? Which is why you need to first have clarity around who your ideal clients are. If you don't know who your ideal clients are and what niche they work in, it'll be hard to sell to them. It's going to be hard to call out and speak to them through your content. Clarity is something you need. Once you have the clarity, once you have the basics, that's when it's going to make sense. So many people skip the basics because they're like, well, isn't it obvious? I want the highest paying niche. I want to provide every single service because that's how I'm going to get more clients. That could not be further from the truth. Providing more services, working with multiple people, multiple different niches is not what's going to get you results. I'm not saying you have to 100% niche down, but I would start there as a beginner because you want it to be easy for you as well. You want to land your first client. You want to land it literally right now. So the best way to do that is get super clear on what your niche is going to be. Who works in that niche that you're going to work with? That is your ideal client. That is the person you're going to create content for. And then thirdly, what do they need support with? What is the one thing they're struggling with the most right now that they would want to outsource? What tasks do they hate doing that they want to outsource? Any project that is very time consuming, that is the number one thing people outsource because time is precious. Everyone knows that, especially business owners. They would rather spend that time making money, working on things that's going to help them make more money upfront. It's important to figure out, okay, who my ideal clients are, what do they need support, the challenges they're currently facing single day inside their business, how can I bring results? How can I solve those needs? The third step is creating content. Talks about the results you bring, problems you solve, ideal client that you're trying to target. Your content is how you're gonna get your business out there. You're gonna get your packages out there. You're gonna results you bring out there. That's how your ideal clients and general people on the internet is going to see what you're all about, what your business is all about. People won't know you exist if you don't create content, if you're not actively every single day getting in front of them. If I were to start my virtual assistant business from scratch today, the only thing I would focus on is visibility, getting my content in front of people, getting my Instagram account in front of people, not just any people, my ideal clients, which again, you need to know. Now, let's say you have a niche, you know exactly who your ideal clients are, you know exactly what type of content you need to approach. What's the next step? Networking with people, engaging with people, building connections, because people buy from people. I've said this before in my last video, and I'm going to continue saying it because it's the truth, especially right now, heading into 2025. The number one reason why people buy, because if you think about it, there's so many of the same businesses out there, whether it's a skincare brand. Example, Hailey Bieber, she made herself the actual product. I bought Rhode. It wasn't just about it's good or not because there's better products because it was Hailey Bieber's. That's literally why. And that's what I need you to do inside your business. Anyone, whether you're a freelancer or not, if you're running a business, I need you to be the product. For me, inside my business, there's other coaches out there. There's other virtual assistants out there. But what makes people buy from me and invest in me to hire me to work inside their business as their virtual assistant or their business coach? It could be literally anything. The way I show up, the way I coach, the way I talk, the way I make them feel. My story, and I share it every single day. People think being consistent or posting every single day is till they see results, till they see that client. No, it's every single day. And being a virtual assistant and building and creating your dream business is not an overnight success or a get rich quick scheme. That's where the expectations come from. And when people do start and they're not able to see those results, what the hell is this? Is this a scam? I'm here to tell you it is not a scam. It is so very possible. You just need to build and work on it. Put your head down for the first few months and really focus on building, create, and I can promise you, you will see results.